or I can't do anything to you which you don't give me power to do. And did y'all hear that horn? That's, I tell you, synchronicity. So I just wanted to share this story about a time a dark entity actually came to visit me and how I handled myself. Not only did I handle myself, I totally understood why it was there visiting me. So this is during a phase of my life where, I don't know if you ever seen that commercial, the beer commercial, where you say, it is both. Well, this was the theme of my life. It is both. And the it is both was going to be positive and negative, good and bad, lightness and darkness. And this was based off of how all of this comes together. Like all of this works in unison for a reason. So let me tell you this situation. I cannot think of his name, but he's a crow or a raven. And I'll get back to you guys on what the name is. And I was just speaking to my good friend Karen about this. But so it was this crow or raven. And it came to me, the first time it came to me was earlier this year, but I didn't notice that that's what it was. When I came to, when I went back to Ohio a few months after, it came to visit me again. But I loved how it introduced itself to me, because it wasn't directly the darkness that introduced it to me. It was actually the light. It was my spirit guides. My light guides are the one who introduced. It's like I was in a meditation and they guided me into a very safe space, and then they introduced this dark entity. Of course, initially I was terrified. I was scared. It was dark. It was just all this. But the way, you guys got to understand, darkness has a light side. And when I tell you this dark entity was just like, okay, so the best way I can explain this is like the two guides that I have, the light guide and the dark guide, they understand that something needs to take place, so they both work together. So you got to imagine like a wheel, like two wheels spinning on each other like gears. That point of where they meet, like the interaction, is like, so you have like the light dark guides and then the darker light guides, and these are the two that are able to communicate with each other to be able to create the balance. Now what I was told was, and which I really did enjoy this entity, because he definitely made me feel secure in my own power. This was the first time a negative entity or dark energy ever made me feel good within my own energy. Of course, because I think it was paired with me having a light angel with me, but however, it was still, they were working together. And shortly when this happened, I also feel the need to mention that when this was happening, I was actually doing some shadow work, and this was when my shadow side actually showed me all parts of her, and she was showing me, I mean, in different forms, but I'm gonna make a different video about that. It is both. I'm creating with darkness and lightness, and they're both serving a positive reason. So also my name is Yewood. That is a tree, you know what I mean? So that's the top of the tree is in the light, the bottom of the tree is in darkness, but they thrive in both, and both serve a purpose. So this is another reason why I feel like they came to me. The dark entity was the one who was trying to get me to understand, yes, I feel your negativity. He is like, basically, he's like, yes, you understand my negative presence. Yes, you understand I'm evil, all the things that you compile into being negative. I am all of those things. However, that is just my essence. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? He said, the frequency or vibration that I exist in is just negativity. So you're going to feel the fear that you have is just based off of the actual vibration that sits within me. But you do not have to match that frequency of darkness. You can remain being light and understand that this is just pure my essence. And the moment that you become afraid of me is the moment you give me my power. And now I'm stronger, and now you're more fearful of me, and now you give me more power. But you need to be secure in your own light and in your own power, and understand you cannot give me that power, or I can't do anything to you which you don't give me power to do. And did y'all hear that horn? That's, I tell you, synchronicity. So that was basically a thing that helped me get real comfortable with communicating with him, because it was scary, like evil energy all the way around, like evil energy. But he was so understanding. He wasn't scary when I stood in my power. He wasn't scary when I realized his purpose as well as my power. So it's like it all came in unison, and what I would have normally woken up to, or it came out of the meditation as being something extremely horrible, came into to the light of something so beautiful. And it's learning how you need to create the light in the darkness. The darkness is what gives you the landscape to be able to see the beautiful lights. So I guess what I'm just trying to get you guys to understand is embrace the darkness. Don't embrace it to be like, yeah, I'm just going to be evil. Embrace it to understand that it can be transmuted into something positive if you allow it and you give it the power to do its job. Because it's only coming into your awareness to show you, hey, something is out of balance. Get back in balance. This is a messenger. It doesn't matter if it's a light messenger or a dark messenger. They're both messengers. If you get the message, they can go on about their way. Nabarus. That's his name. He literally just... Nabarus. That is so crazy how I've been trying to get his name. And I could have looked it up. I've been trying to get his name for the past couple days. But I said, whatever, it's fine. But as soon as I go to make a video, he pop in and give me his name. His name is Nabarus. That's the entity that came to visit me, who I guess is one of the darker energies, but he's the lighter energy. He's the lighter of the darker energies to help the coexistence of positive and negative to keep going in an imbalance. However, it's not been in balance, so that's why he came to meet me, so I can start my path into waking y'all up, or waking just people I know up, of understanding you gotta take the good with the bad and understand the good transmute, well, the bad transmute into good. You just have to you got to be that transmission tower. You just got to be the transmission tower. And so whatever you receive, you transmute it into something different. So yes, as always, be love, be light, and be happy. Until next time.